I have been creating videos for more than 2 years now. And when I started making these YouTube videos, I didn't even have a phone. I was making my video from the webcam of my laptop. But after these 2 years, I have bought a lot of things. And today I'm going to talk about all the investments I have made on my YouTube setup and whatever gears I have purchased. And the idea of having good gears is not something new. Whenever you think of creating content, you will start thinking of having a good camera, good mic, good lighting setup, all of the basic things. But we don't have the luxury. Even I didn't have the luxury to start with a good camera. And after you watch this video, you will have a basic idea what exactly do you need to purchase and what you can avoid. And if you are new here, my name is Roshan, and on this channel we learn spoken English. But once in a while, I talk about content creation and whatever goes in my life. So if you are interested in learning English, improving your life, then make sure to subscribe. I come from a very humble background. You can see from my first video what kind of environment I was living in and where I am right now. And I should also call this video the best investments I have made in my 20s. I got this laptop when I was in my first year college. I was doing a degree in English honors from a distant college. I didn't have to go there. So I was trying to learn some other skills. On the internet, a lot of people were talking about video editing, writing, and some other freelancing skills. And I was really interested in learning to type things. So I asked my parents, and somehow we got a laptop. And that's when things started changing. I can literally say that that single laptop changed my life. And once I started typing regularly, my English also improved. And that's when I started creating content. I made my first ever video, this one, and learned basic editing, which I'm still learning. And once I had made up my mind that I want to create content regularly, I purchased this mic and I started recording with my phone. And after I recorded this podcast with one of my friend Rahul, that video did a good job and I was already trying to upgrade. So I took a loan from my sister, 50,000 rupees, and invested that into an iPhone. So the video that you are watching is from iPhone 15. And I think this is one of the best investments I have made on this whole YouTube setup. The quality of my video changed completely. And when I got this phone, I was just still working in a school. So I saved up some money and bought a mic, a wireless mic. So this little setup was already ready. I had a good phone, I had a mic, a decent room, and I started recording videos. And after these two big investments, I started producing a lot of videos. I was recording videos regularly. And that's when I started facing a problem, a storage issue. Just the typical storage issue when you are an iPhone user. So I saved up some money and I purchased this storage device, Samsung FSD. I think back then I had to pay 10,000 for this one. It is one of the best purchases again. So the problem of storage was solved. And by this time, I had a lot of clients. I was providing one-on-one and group classes. So I had saved a good amount of money. And my laptop had given up on me because just to even edit a normal video, it used to take more than hours. So I decided to upgrade. I needed a stronger machine, something that can handle all the workload. I invested 1.2 lakh rupees on this laptop, which you can see here. And this is a beast. It's a gaming laptop. I will leave all the details here. And honestly, this was one of the most confusing purchase ever because I was so confused. Even the first laptop I had purchased, it was thanks to my friend. He helped me with everything, but it was just an idea pad. But this machine was not something which can handle a lot of stronger videos or high quality videos. So even to purchase this, I did a lot of research. I was confused with MacBook and Windows, but in the end, somehow I went with this one. And I'm honestly happy. So far, no problem. I have been using it for almost 8 to 10 months now. And I think this room should be also counted as an investment. Earlier, I was living in this narrow room where everything was sorted out. I didn't need much of lighting and I was able to do with natural light and a couple of bulbs. But once I shifted into this room, I needed good lighting because this is a big one. And I thought I need a stronger light. So I purchased this light that is called SL60W or something. I'll leave all the details here. And this single light is more than enough to just turn it on and I start recording. So my YouTube setup is very simple. A camera there, a light there, and everything is sorted out. I have also made a few impulsive purchases. I don't really think you need that, but being a music lover, somebody who watches a lot of films, somebody who watches a lot of videos or take a lot of classes, I need good speakers and good pair of headphones. I could have gone with other things, but when I was trying to buy this, I had some cash and I was so interested in learning video editing that I thought that I need the best kind of headphones. So I went with this Sony. I don't remember the model name, so I'll put everything here. and I had to pay some 18,000 rupees for this one. I don't think you really need that, but this JBL speakers, and if you're somebody who is into music, take online classes, and the speakers of your laptop or your PC is not good, you should definitely purchase this. I think this was around 3.5 thousand rupees, 3.5K, compact and so good to hear. And as you can see, the simplicity is key here, and my lighting setup is very simple. A key light is there, there is some fill light, and then in the background you see that I think that is from Digitech. I'll put another photo. So again, you have to keep things simple, and you don't have to purchase anything expensive. Now this is only relatable to people who are living in villages. I come from a small village where we face a lot of electricity issue, and because I was taking a lot of online classes, and I basically spend most of my hours living in this room, so I needed electricity all the time. And that's when I purchased this inverter. And this investment was not just for content creation, it was also to make life comfortable. Just imagine in summer being in a room sweating all the time, you don't feel like working. But after I got that, the problem of electricity was also solved. And even though this room has a window, it is not like my previous room where I didn't need an AC in the summer. And a couple of weeks ago, I purchased an AC. So I think the problem of staying in this room is also solved. I can make content whenever I want to. Yes, as long as there is electricity. And even though there is a big window, when I keep it open, I get a lot of background noise, which I don't need. So I took some help from my father and got an AC here. Now, the last thing in the list, which you don't need to create content, but this is something I personally believe that you need to collect something. Yeah, when it comes to books, I am a materialistic guy. So you see a lot of books there, and that bookshelf. So you don't really need that, but I love reading. I love collecting books. Both are two different things. So I have purchased a lot of books, and I'm still not satisfied. My reading list is a big one, and I keep buying books. And I recently purchased this e-reader, which I haven't received yet. I think I will get it after a couple of weeks, so I'll make a separate video on that. So these are a few things which I purchased throughout my content creation journey. These things have completely changed the way my video looked, the way they look right now. And you have to accept it. No matter what kind of improvement you are making, what kind of upgrade you are making, you are never going to be satisfied. So my simple advice is start with whatever you have. Your phone and a normal mic is more than enough. And as you start learning things, you will start appreciating whatever you have, and there is always room for improvement. So keep on upgrading. You don't have to go with the most expensive one. Do your research and go with your needs. You have to understand the difference between wants and needs, which I think you will definitely learn, especially if you come from a humble background. And if you have watched this far, thank you so much for watching. If you are looking for online English classes, and if you want to learn spoken English online, then you can message me on my number, and I'll share the details of my classes. And I'll see you soon. Bye.